Shri Gurubhyo Namaha, and welcome to the Sri Vidya Temple's online classes in chanting. We are currently doing a series on the Raudrikaranam, which is a part of Mahanyasam. So let me start my Shruti. Okay, we'll start with the Ganapati prayer. Om Shuklam Baradharam Vishnum Shashivarnan Chaturbhujam Prasanna Dhyanayet Sarva Vikhnopashantaye. Okay. So last time when we started, we had gotten through the first 4 sets of mantras out of the 16. So what I'm going to do before we go ahead is I'm going to just review the Agni mantras. So I'll just be chanting by myself the unique portions of the Agni mantras. And so I'll do each one 5 times, and then I'll do the full Agni mantra line once after that. So starting with the first set of mantras from Vibhurasi. Vibhurasi pravaharno, Vibhurasi pravaharno, Vibhurasi pravaharno, Vibhurasi pravaharno, Vibhurasi pravaharno. Now the full line. Vibhurasi pravaharno rautrinani kena pahima Akne pipruhima mamahi gumsihi. Now the second set, starting from Vanhirasi. Vanhirasi havyavahano, Vanhirasi havyavahano, Vanhirasi havyavahano, Vanhirasi havyavahano, Vanhirasi havyavahano. Now the full line. Vanhirasi havyavahano raudrenani kena pahima Akne pipruhima mamahi gumsihi. Now in the third set of mantras from Shvatrosi. Shvatrosi pracheta, Shvatrosi pracheta, Shvatrosi pracheta, Shvatrosi pracheta, Shvatrosi pracheta. And now the full line. Shvatrosi pracheta rautrenani kena pahima Akne pipruhima mamahi gumsihi. Now the fourth set from Tutosi. Tutosi vishvaveda, Tutosi vishvaveda, Tutosi vishvaveda, Tutosi vishvaveda, Tutosi vishvaveda. And now the full line. Tutosi vishvaveda rautrenani kena pahima Akne pipruhima mamahi gumsihi. Okay, so that's where we had gotten to last time. So now we'll be going on with the 5th set. Okay, so would anyone like to repeat the lines?
Sure, Amma. I can do, Amma.
Okay, thank you. All right, so, all right. I'll start with the first line. Om bhur suvah. Om
Om bhur suvah. Om Om bhur suvah. Om
Good. All right, we'll skip over Namah Shambhave. Ushika Sikavi.
Ushiga Sikavi. Ushiga Sikavi.
Good. Ushika Sikavi.
Ushiga Sikavi. Ushiga Sikavi.
Very good. Now I'm going to chant that section 5 times. Ushika Sikavi. Ushika Sikavi. Ushika Sikavi. Ushika Sikavi. Ushika Sikavi. Okay. Now we'll try the full line. Ushika Sikavi Raudrikaranam kena pahima Agne pipruhi mama mahigamsihi.
Ushiga Sikavi. Ushiga Sikavi. Raudrinani kena pahima Agni Pipruhi Mama Mahigumsihi. Ushiga Sikavi. Raudrinani kena Mahima Agni Pipruhi Mama Mahigumsihi.
Good. Swaras are going off in a couple of places, so I'm just going to review that. No problem. Definitely, there's a lot of challenging words here. Raudrinani.
Raudrinani. Raudrinani.
Good. Raudrinani kena.
Raudrinani kena. Raudrinani kena.
Good. So you're having a little tendency to do the rao in the lower swara, but rao comes in at the middle swara.
Okay, ma.
Raudrinani kena.
Raudrinani kena. Raudrinani kena.
Good. Pahima Agne.
Pahima Agni. Pahima Agni.
Good. Pipruhi.
Pipruhi. Pipruhi.
Good. Pipruhi mama.
Pipruhi mama. Pipruhi mama.
Pipruhi mama mahigamsihi.
Pipruhi mama mahigumsihi. Pipruhi mama mahigumsihi.
Good. Let's try putting it together. Raudrenanikeena pahima Agne pipruhi mama higumsi.
रौद्रेणानीकेन पाहि माग्ने विप्रुहि माहि गुंसीः रौद्रेणानीकेन पाहि माग्ने विप्रुहि माहि गुंसीः.
Very good. The rao and also the pipruhi are still slightly going off, but just a little bit of practice and you'll definitely get it. Okay.
Okay, Ma. Okay.
Let's do the last line. Om bhurbhuvassuvaram.
Om bhurbhuva suvarom. Om bhurbhuva suvarom.
Bhrusthane rudraya namaha.
Bhrustane rudraya namaha. Bhrustane rudraya namaha.
Good. Okay, so what I'll do now is I'll chant the full set of mantras as a review.
Okay.
Om bhurbhuvassuvaha. Om Namah Shambhave Chamayo Bhave Chanamah Shankaraya Chamayas Karaya Chanamah Shivaya Cha Shivataraya Cha Ushikasika Virauddrenani Pahima Agne Pipruhi Mahi Gumsihi. Om Bhurbhuvassuvarom Bhrusthane Rudraya Namaha. Okay, let me check the chat. Okay. All right, so anyone would like to chant the lines next? Okay.
I can go next.
No. No?
Okay, that was Anupama Amma?
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, great. All right, so now we'll do the sixth set of mantras. Om Bhurbhuvassuvaha. Om
Om Bhurbhuvassuvaha. Om Om Bhurbhuvassuvaha. Om
Good. All right, we'll skip over Namah Shambhave. Angharirasi.
Angarari. Sorry, repeat please.
Angharirasi.
Angarirasi. Angarirasi.
Good. Bambhari.
Bambhari. Bambhari.
Angharirase bambhari.
Angarirasi bambari. Angarirasi bambari.
Good. And everyone notice the Mahapranas dha in angha and also bha in bambha. Okay. All right. So let's do the next section of the Agni mantra. Raudrenani kena pipruhi mama higumsihi.
रौद्रेणानीकेन पाहि माग्ने पिप्रुहि माहि गुंसीः रौद्रेणानीकेन पाहि माग्ने पिप्रुहि माहि गुंसीः.
Good. Let's try the full mantra. Angharirase bambharirauttrenani pahima agne pepruhi mama higumsihi.
अंघारिरसिब्बंभारी रौद्रेणानीकेन पाहि माग्ने पिप्रुहि हिगुंसीः अंगारिरसिबंबारी रौद्रेणानीकेन पाहि माग्ने पिप्रुहि हिगुंसीः. Sorry, Ma, I think I'm not able to say it in coordination like how you did. Can you say it one more time, please?
Sure, it's no problem. So anytime that we're learning something new, you know, as we break it down into chunks, we can get the chunks correctly with the swaras, but doing the full line correctly with all the swaras will always be more challenging. And so that will take more practice. And there were a couple places where swaras were going off. So it just will come with more practice. And I'll make a recording of the full thing straight through so that people can hear that repeatedly and practice with that. So I'll chant that line one more time. Angharirase bambharirauttrenani pahima agne pepruhi mama higumsihi. You want to try that one 2 more times?
अंगारिरसिबंबारी रौद्रेणानीकेन पाहि माग्ने पिप्रुहि हिगुंसीः अंगारिरसिबंबारी रौद्रेणानीकेन पाहि माग्ने पिप्रुहि हिगुंसीः.
Good. The sweaters improved for sure that time. So just a couple things to point out. When there's a dirgha swarita or the double lines, ma agne, ma agne. So very often there's a temptation to do a kind of flourish, ma agne, and keep it all continuous. But in the traditional style of chanting, it's a very clear 2 notes, and there's a slight gap where the vocal cords stop. Ma, like that. So it's a very clear, just the note and then the next note, without any kind of like flourish in the middle. Okay, so I just want to point that one out. And then also in the pipruhi, because the pru is so short, it's very easy to miss that the swara is going down. Pipruhi, pipruhi. So we don't want to emphasize the pru because it is hrasva, it is a short vowel, but it is going down. So that's something that's a little bit good to just practice that in isolation so that the voice muscles get used to chanting that the correct way. Okay, but overall very good. Let's do the last line. Om Bhurbhuvah Suvarom.
Om Bhurbhuvah Suvarom. Om Bhurbhuvah Suvarom.
Good. Mukhasthane Rudraya Namaha.
Mukhasthane Rudraya Namaha. Mukhasthane Rudraya Namaha.
Good. So now what I'll do is I'll chant the full set of mantras as a review. Om Bhurbhuvah Suvaha. Om Namah Shambhave Chamayo Bhave Chanamah Shankaraya Chamayas Karaya Chanamah Shivaya Cha Shivataraya Cha Angharirase Bambharirautreenanikena pahima Agne Pipruhi Mamahi Gumsihi Om Bhurbhuvah Suvarom Mukhasthane Rudraya Namaha. Okay, so going on to the seventh set, and Rupa Amma said that she will repeat the lines. Thank you, Amma. We'll start with the first line. Om Bhurbhuvah Suvaha Om Ram.
Om Bhurbhuvah Suvaha Om Rum. Om Bhurbhuvah Suvaha Om Rum.
Good. And we'll skip over Namah Shambhave. Avasyurasi.
Avasyurasi. Avasyurasi.
Good. So notice in this word that there are two lower swaras in the beginning. So in this case, the first one will go even down a little bit more. Avasyurasi, avasyurasi, avasyurasi. Okay, so hopefully you can hear that first note is going down a little bit. So just repeat after me 2 times. Avasyurasi.
Avasyurasi. Avasyurasi.
Okay, it's very close, very close. So just practice that a little bit more when you get some time, but very close. Duvasvan.
Duvasman. Duvasman.
Good. Avasyurasi duvasvan.
Avasyurasi duvasman. Avasyurasi duvasman.
Good. Let's do the next line. Raudrikaranam pahima Agne Pipruhi Mamahi Gumsihi.
Raudrikaranam pahima Agne Pipruhi Mamahi Gumsihi. Raudrikaranam pahima Agne Pipruhi Mamahi Gumsihi.
Good. Let's try the full mantra. Avasyurasi duvasvan raudrikaranam pahima piprahi mama mahi gumsihi.
Avasyurasi tuvasvan rautre nani kena pahimagne pepruhi mama magigum sihim. Avasyurasi tuvasvan rautre nani kena Ahimagne bebruhi mama higumsi.
Very good. So if anyone is having trouble with that extra lower swara, you can just chant both of them in the same way. Avasyurasi, avasyurasi, like that. Okay, so if you're having trouble going down all the way, just chant both of them as the lower swara. Okay, so you
Amma, can I
do
ask
that.
you a question, please?
Sure.
Could you please repeat the ma? It's lower, no, normal, and the high one. I don't know how to get it that one. Please.
So that's exactly correct. So the word ma is repeated 3 times, and the swaras go from lower to middle to upper. So it sounds
Yeah.
like ma 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 ma. Is that clear?
Yeah. Thank you.
Sure. Okay. All right, so let's do the last line. Ram Om Bhurбhuvassuvaram.
Rum om bhurbhuvassuvarom. Rum om bhurbhuvassuvarom.
Good. Kanthasthane Rudraya Namaha.
Kantasthane rudraya namaha. Kantasthane rudraya namaha.
Good. So now I will chant the full set as a review. Om Bhurbhuvassuvaha. Om Ram. Namah Shambhave Chamayo Bhave Chanamah Shankaraya Chamayas Karaya Chanamah Shivaya Cha Shivataraya Cha Avasyurasitu Vasvan Rautrenani Kena Pahima Agne Pepruhi Mama Mahigumsi Ram Om Bhurbhuvassuvarom Kanthasthane Ratraya Namaha. Okay. So now we'll go ahead to the 8th
Amma,
set. So would
Amma,
anyone?
can I just repeat that avasyurasi for you, please?
Sure.
Avasyurasi. Avasyurasi. Is that okay, Amma?
So our swaras are going off a little bit. So if we just look at that one word of asurasi, a and va are both the lower swara. Syu is middle. Ra goes up the upper swara, and then down to si, the lower swara. Avasurasi.
Avasyurasi. 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 Is that okay, Amma?
It's very close. So what you can do is chant the va in the same way as the Avasurasi.
Avasyurasi. Asyurasi.
That's it. Okay.
Easier, Amma.
So
Okay, Amma.
that Yeah, it's challenging because your natural pitch is lower than what I'm chanting. So it's a little bit hard to play the swaras in that way. So natural pitch, then it's easier for you to catch that. Okay, so that's perfectly good. Okay. All right. So would anyone like to chant the next lines?
I can go. If nobody is there, I
Sure,
can go.
of course. No problem. Okay, so this is the 8th set. And we'll do the first line. Om Bhur-Bhuvah-Suvah Om Ram
Om Bhur-Bhuvah-Suvah Om Rum. Om Bhur-Bhuvah-Suvah Om Rum.
Good. And we'll skip over Namah Shambhave and go to the next line. Shandhyurasi
Shundurasi. Shundhyurasi.
Shandhyurasi
Shundhyurasi. Shundhyurasi.
Everything is perfect except the swara of the si. You're chanting it in the lower swara, but it should be the middle one. So I'll do it very slowly. Shandhyurasi.
Shundhyurasi.
That's it.
Shundhyurasi.
That's it. Okay. Now the next word. Marjaliyo.
Marjaliyo. Marjaliyo.
Good. Shandhyurasi marjaliyo.
Shundhyurasi marjaliyo. Shundhyurasi marjaliyo.
Very close. So what's happening is the marjaliyo is going, the swaras are going off when you link it together. Okay. So the mar is the middle swara and then it goes down.
Marjaliyo.
Marja.
Marja. Marja.
Liyo.
Liyo. Liyo.
Marjaliyo.
Marjaliyo. Marjaliyo.
Shandhyurasi marjaliyo.
Shundhyurasi marjaliyo. Shundhyurasi marjaliyo.
Close. You're still tempted to switch the swaras when linking it together. So that'll just take a little bit more practice. So what I'll do is I'll chant just that section 5 times so that everyone can hear it. Shandhyurasi marjaliyo. Shandhyurasi marjaliyo. Shandhyurasi marjaliyo. Shandhyurasi marjaliyo. Shandhyurasi marjaliyo. Okay. I will also chant the full Agni mantra 2 times. Shandhyurasi marjaliyo rautrenani kena pahima Agne Pruhi Mama Higumsi Shundhyurasi Marjali Yorautrena Kenapa Hima Agne Pipruhi Mama Higumsi. Okay. So now let's do the last line. Rum Om Bhurбhuvassuvaram
Rum Vam Bhurбhuvassuvaram. Rum Vam Bhurбhuvassuvaram.
Bahusthane Rudraya Namaha
Bahusthane Rudraya Namaha. Bahusthane Rudraya Namaha.
Good. All right, so now I will chant the full set of mantras as a review. Om Bhurбhuvassuvaha Om Ram Namah Shambhave Chamayo Bhave Chanamah Shankaraya Chamayas Karaya Chanamah Shivaya Cha Shivataraya Cha Shundhyurasi Marjali Yorautrena Kena Pahima Agne Pepruhi Mama Higumsi Rum Om Bhurбhuvassuvaram Bahusthane Rudraya Namaha. Okay.
I think I missed Ray doing the whole line. I guess that's okay.
All right. So going on to the 9th set of mantras, is there anyone who can repeat the lines? I think we've gone through almost everyone.
I can do that. This is
Okay,
Vijay.
great. Okay. Namaste, Vijay. Okay. So before we start this, so here we've come to the vowel, which is the L vowel in a sense. So many people, and myself included, would be chanting this as something like lum, and that's perfectly okay. And also, if you have learned the pronunciation of this from your guru in a certain way, please do go ahead and chant in that way. But the way that I'm going to teach it is something that I actually have learned recently. A few weeks ago, I had the chance to meet one of the Chalakere brothers. Many of you must be familiar with the Chalakere brothers and their really amazing recordings of many suktas and Vedic mantras. And so the question was asked to him, to M. Srinivasan Aya, how to pronounce this L vowel. And the answer was something that I wasn't completely familiar with. So I do want to pass that on. But with the caveat that if you've learned it in a certain way from your guru, please feel free to continue in that way. But the way that he taught this particular sound is that it starts with like L sound, like an L, and then there's a slight R sound before it ends in Anuswara. So it sounds like rum. So it sounds closest like something like LRM, rum. So that's, yeah. So it's going to sound odd. It's going to feel odd. And it just goes to show that, you know, we're all learning something new all the time. And I've been chanting for 20 or 30 years now in Sanskrit. And this is something that is a little bit new to me as well, but it's always good to keep an open mind and keep learning new things. Okay. So I will chant this first line and then you can repeat it. Om Bhur Suvah Om Rum.
Om Bhurбhuvah Suvah Om Lum.
One more time, please.
Om Bhurбhuvah Suvah Om Lum.
Very good. The only thing was some reverse swaras in bhuvas. So let's just look at that again. Bhuvas.
Bhurбhuvah Suvah.
One more time.
Om Bhurбhuvah Suvah Om Rum.
Perfect. Okay. Let's skip over Namah Shambhave and go to the Agni Mantri. Agni Mantra.
I have not done the Namah Shambhave. If we can do it once, that'll be great.
Sure, no problem.
This is my
Okay,
first class.
Oh, wonderful. Welcome. So have you chanted Rudram before?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Okay. All right. So you are new to this mantra. No problem. All right. So let's go through starting from Namah Shambhave. Namah Shambhave.
Namah Shambhave.
So
Namah
each time
Shambhave.
that's it. So each time I will chant a section one time and then you repeat it 2 times after.
Okay.
Let's do that one again. Namah Shambhave.
Namah Shambhave. Namah Shambhave.
Very good. I can hear the Mahaprana Bha very clearly. So one thing in the first word Namaha. So Namaha ends in Visarga. And when Visarga is followed by a Sha sound like Shambhave, the Visarga is pronounced as Sha. So it actually becomes Namasham.
Shambhave.
Namasham. And there's holding on the Visarga. So Namasham. Okay, so let's just try that one more time. Namashambhave.
Namah Shambhave. Namah Shambhave.
Almost. So let's just say Namash.
Namash Shambhave. Namash
That's it.
Shambhave.
Yes.
Namash Shambhave. Namash Shambhave.
That's it. Okay, let's go on. Chamayo bhave.
Chamayo bhave. Chamayo bhave.
Good. Chanamah-shankaraya.
Chanamah Chanamah Shankaraya. Chamana Shankaraya. Chamanamah Shankaraya. Chanamah
Good.
Shankara.
So it's a lot to get used to at first, but I can hear that you're pronouncing the Visarga correctly because Visarga is followed by the Sha in Shankaraya. So it'll just take a little bit of practice for it to come out smoothly. Cha Namash Shankaraya is that section. Okay, so let's just try to see if we can link that all together. Just give me 1 second. Namah Shambhave Chamayo Bhave.
Namah Shambhave cha Mayo. Namah Shambhave cha Mayo Bhave cha.
Good. So it's very good. Swaras are slightly off in a couple places, but that is something that will come with practice. And as you mentioned, this is your first class and you're new to this. So definitely it'll take a little bit of time, but it's going very well. Let's go on to the second line. Chamayaskaraya.
Chamayaskaraya. Chamayaskaraya.
Good. Chanamah Shivaya.
Chanamah Shivaya. Chanamah Shivaya.
Good. Chamayaskaraya Chanamah Shivaya.
Chamashkaraya Chanamah Shivaya. Chanamashkaraya Chanamah Shivaya.
Okay, very close. So your swaras are good when we're doing the smaller sections. So you're able to hear the swaras, which is good. But when we start linking the parts together and chanting longer lines, then the swaras are going off. So again, that is something that will take a little bit of time and some more practice. But when you practice, try to break things down into smaller sections and make sure those are clear. And then start linking the sections together. Okay, that'll make it a little bit easier. Okay. All right, so let's go to the Agni mantra. Samradasi.
Samradhasi. Samradhasi.
Good. Krushano.
Krushanu. Krushanu.
Good. Samradasi Krushano.
Samradhasi Krushanu. Samradhasi Krushanu.
Good. Now the next part. Raudrenani.
Raudrenani. Raudrenani.
Raudrenani kena.
Raudrenani kena. Raudrenani kena.
Good. Pahima Agne.
Pahima Agne. Pahima Agne.
Good. So let's just take a closer look at Magne. So you'll see that the Ma has two lines above it. So that is a special swara, which we call as Dirgha Swarita. And so in this one, the A starts out at the middle swara and then goes again to the upper swara. So it sounds, I'll repeat it a few times. Ma, A, Ma, A, Ma, A. So just if you can just repeat Ma, A.
Ma A. Ma A.
Good. Ma Agne.
Ma Agne. Ma Agne.
Good. Pahima Agne.
Pahima Agne. Pahima Agne.
Good. Pipruhi.
Pipruhi. Pipruhi.
Good. What script are you using to
Sanskrit. Sanskrit.
Okay, so you're reading the Devanagari. Okay. Pipruhi mama.
Pipruhi mama. Pipruhi mama.
Okay, swaras are very good. One thing to point out is in the word pipruhi, the pru The ru is a vowel, so there's no holding on the ip. If that ru were the consonant, then we would have it as holding, like pipruhi. But because it's just pi and then pru and he, there's no sort of double consonant. There's no holding on the ip. Okay, so it's just pipruhi, pipruhi. Okay, that's a very
Pipruhi.
challenging word. Everyone has trouble with that one, especially as the chanting speeds up. That one is very tricky to get out. But just wanted to point out that there's no holding on the ip in pipruhi. Okay,
Pipruhi.
that's it. Ma 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 hi gum si hi.
Ma 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 hi gum si hi. Ma 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 hi gum. Ma 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 hi gum si hi.
Good.
Gum si hi. Gum si. Ma ma.
Okay, so this is something that is unique to Vedic chanting and specifically or especially Krishna Yajurveda. So most of what we chant in the temple and it's very common throughout South India is Krishna Yajurveda. And in Krishna Yajurveda, there's a certain form of Anuswara, which it looks like this GM. Sometimes it's written as GM. In some older texts in Devanagari, it might just be shown like a Chandra Bindu. But when I prepare the documents, I use like a GM or G plus Anuswara. And it's pronounced most like gum, gum. So it's not really gum. It's not elongated. It's just gum, higum, higum. Okay. And then the final akshara is sihi. So it's a dirgha vowel, the si, followed by visarga, which is echoing what comes before. So the full word is like higum sihi, higum sihi. Okay, so I'll chant it and then you can repeat it 2 times. Higum sihi.
Higum si hi. Higum si hi.
Good, very good.
Higum si hi.
That's it. Okay. All right, let's do the last line. Rum om bhur bhuvasuvaram.
Lum om bhurvassuvarom. Lum om bhurvassuvarom.
Very good. Just watch out for the pronunciation of bhuvas. Bhur bhuvas suvaram. Okay.
Yep.
And let's just do the last phrase. Urasthane rudraya namaha.
Urasthane rudraya namaha. Urasthane rudraya namaha.
Good. Okay, so what I will do is I will chant the full set just by myself as a practice for everyone. So you can mute yourself for now. Thank you. Om Bhur Bhuvasuvaha. Om Rum Namah Shambhave Chamayo Bhave Chanamah Shankaraya Chama. Excuse me, Vijay Aya, if you can just mute yourself for now, and I'll just thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, I'll start over. Om Bhur Bhuvasuvaha. Om Rum Namah Shambhave Chamayo Bhave Chanamah Shankaraya Chamayas Karaya Chanamah Shivaya Cha Shivataraya Cha Samradasi Krushano Rautrenani Kena Pahima Agne Pepruhi Mama Higumsi Rum Om Bhurбhuvasuvaram Urasthane Rudraya Namaha. Okay, so I'm going to stop the class there. So does anybody have any questions about anything we've gone over so far?
Amma, can you repeat the lum again?
Sure. Lrum, lrum, lrum. So the only way I can describe it is your tongue starts out in the position of L, but immediately go to R before Lrum, lrum. So you might not hear the R very loudly, and that's fine. You know, as long as you're sort of focusing on pronouncing all the sounds, at least mentally, that's fine. It'll take some time before it comes out smoothly. Lrum, lrum.
Okay, Ma. So you start with your tongue touching your teeth.
Not the teeth exactly, just behind, like the upper palate, just behind the upper teeth.
Okay, okay.
Just like you're going to say la,
La,
you know,
okay.
like luck, love, just a
Okay.
regular la sound, but immediately go to a r sound and then the lrum, lrum.
Lrum. Okay. 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 Thank you.
Okay, sure.
Amma, one more
Yes.
question, Amma. Everywhere when we see lums, we have to pronounce the same thing.
If it's the vowel,
Oh, okay.
so which script do you use?
That you give in Tamil.
Tamil. Okay. Okay, so in the Tamil script, the document that I prepared, there probably won't, it won't be clear which is the vowel and which is the consonant. So you kind of have to know.
Okay. Okay.
So in this text, there's only the L vowel only occurs as those bijas, like Om Lrum or Om Lrum, the longer one. All of the other mantras just have a regular consonant L. So you can that's just a regular L sound.
Okay. Okay. Thank
Okay.
you, Amma.
Sure. And this L vowel is quite rare. So normally we only pronounce it as part of the Aksharamala, or part of, you know, if we're chanting the Sanskrit vowels specifically, or the entire alphabet in Sanskrit. Most of the time, it's pretty rare. Like in LSN, Lalita Sahasranamam, I know of one word, kluruptam, kluruptam. It occurs there, but it's quite rare in regular words. Okay, so
Okay,
most of the
thank
time, it'll just be like a regular L consonant.
Okay.
Any other questions?
Is there a place so that we can, like a recording of how you are saying the shloka? Can we listen to it and repeat after ourselves?
So I will do a recording myself of everything all together to make it easier for people to refer to. In terms of finding something on YouTube that already exists, I have heard this or a version very close to this by the Chalakere brothers. But it's part of
No, I think
Mahanyasa.
we want to hear your voice. So that's what I was just thinking. If
Okay.
we can keep it in some Google Drive or something after you do it, that'll be a good reference for us.
Definitely. So I'll do the recording and I'll put it in the same folder where all the documents are. And we'll link to that in the learning group once I've done that for sure. I can do that definitely. Okay, any other questions?
How do I get added? Somebody gave me this Zoom link. I was just wondering how I can give my email address or something that you can share the Google Drive with me.
Can you put your, are you, okay, in the chat, can you put your email? And we'll send you an email to get you in the group.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so we'll look out for your email in the chat. All right, so we'll end the class there. So Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Thank you everyone for joining, and we'll continue with the Raudrikaranam next time. Thank you and good night.
Thank you.